So, hello everyone. Good evening from Geneva, Switzerland. During this very hot summer, uh, temperature here in Geneva is pretty high, but luckily here at the office we have some some good temperature. Like usual, we will wait for more or less 1 minute to let everyone to connect to the Q&A. Um, I know probably we will not be many today, also because we're in the middle of summer. I was pretty impressed because, as you know, every week we do a different language, and we had several person both in French and Italian. So let's see how it's going today, and if there is someone that is not at the beach or having a drink near the sea. And okay, here we are. So, like usual, I'm here. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm here to answer all your questions you may have on Gold Avenue. I see that we are not too many today, so enjoy. It's almost a one-to-one or 1 to 10 discussion. So, really here for you to answer any question you may have regarding Gold Avenue, our company, or the startup, or vision, the products, goal, uh, numbers. I saw that the number for inflation just came out for the US today. It was pretty a little bit lower than what they were expecting. So 8.5% instead of 9.1% expected. So everyone would celebrate the numbers, even if we are still 8.5% more than last year. But in this war, we are now very focused on the on the short-term celebration. It looks like that is a pretty good news that we were able, but the Fed were able to calm down a little bit the inflation for 1 month. So let's now wait for August and see what will be the number at the end of the month. So, first question of the day for Spotlias Matify. Thanks for your ability today. Do you think that the current inflationary pressure will change the precious metal bearish trend by the end of the year? It's a very good question. We have a lot of educational content regarding what is influencing the price of precious metal. Again, in the current situation, we see that there is a lot of uncertainty and a lot of volatility on the market. So again, you know that precious metal perform pretty well during the problematic situation, let's say like that, so critical situation. So I don't think that we are no we didn't touch the bottom yet. We will still see a lot of volatility. I don't know what will happen in Europe, especially this winter, because as you know, there is all this problem related to the supply of petrol, energy, and so on. So during the summer, it's pretty easy to warm our buildings, also due to the fact that we are a pretty hot summer here. But starting September, October, we will start, buying and need energy again. And probably we will see again a lot of pressure on the market. And if we will have the pressure on the market, we will probably see the precious metal perform in a more bullish scenario. But again, it's very difficult to predict what is happening, and every day is a different day, and we have crazy news. So again, the best way to position yourself in the precious metal is always to DCA, so dollar cost averaging, buying some gold every months, every few months, and so you can diversify your portfolio and be exposed to precious metal. And as you know, physical precious metal is really an insurance to your overall asset. And again, I really hope that the market start going up again, and that my 90% of our assets restore to increase. And but if it's not the case, I'm always happy to have 5, 10, 15% of my portfolio in gold that will edge a little bit my more risky investment. So I not check all the time the precious metal price, because again, it's an insurance for my more bullish, more risky portfolio in the other side. Kane, do you expect the increase in development of technology which you use more gold, silver, platinum than before to skyrocket precious metal price in the next 20, 30 years? Yes, it's pretty possible. As you know, already today, uh, silver is used a lot more than gold in the industry, and for this reason is more volatile, and platinum and palladium even more. For example, palladium, 98% of the palladium is used in the car industry. So as soon as there is more or less demand in the car industry, you have a lot of volatility on the price of palladium. In the next 20, 30 years, if we keep investing in technology, and that we use precious metal in software technology industry and so on, I predict that we will need more and more precious metal. And since it depends also how much we can recycle, as already today, more or less 25% of the supply of gold is already recycled gold. And we will see what is going on and what will happen. But for sure, the more we will request to build new products that require precious metal, the more the price of precious metal it's supposed to increase. Andrea, what's your sentiment on buying platinum? So platinum and palladium are really a very risky asset, because there is a lot of volatility. So you need to do really proper research regarding the industry, the demand of the car industry, especially. For example, platinum and palladium are a lot produced in South Africa, so you have to check what is happening there and what is happening, and depending what is the current situation, there will be different impact on the price. So for me, gold, I use gold to secure my saving, so it's my insurance. Then silver, you can add a little bit of silver to increase a little bit the volatility of your precious metal assets. But I will normally suggest to have, I don't know, 20% to 25% of your precious metal in silver. Platinum and palladium for me are extra investment, so our risk investment are something that can give you a good ROE, but in the other end you can lose more than what you can lose with silver and gold. So it's all the time the same. The more risk you add in your investment, the biggest is the reward, but the biggest is also the loss that you can incur. Hello, why premium are so high now? Yeah, I will say that we have higher premium than the last few months, also because we had a lot of demand. Even if we are in the middle of summer, we were expecting a decrease in demand in precious metal or for private consumer, but we are experimenting with a huge demand. And the same, our colleagues in the US, they are experimenting with a huge demand. The refineries struggle to produce all the products, so we need to increase the margin of the product to again to be sure to supply the person that want the more the products. So we increase the margin a little bit, and then it depends the product. Again, if you buy the Casbor, you should have lower premium. But if you're buying legal tenders, there is a huge demand for legal tender right now. And even on our side, we need to buy the legal tender from a third party, we need to pay higher premium. So if we have to pay higher premium, we will have to reflect the higher premium on our final customer. So I always suggest to buy PAM products, So you will have the best premium ever, and then again, depending the situation, actually we have a very tight situation, the premium can increase a little bit. Steve, hi. Actually, silver is currently quite low. Is there really a potential for a bigger move in the near future? Currently, it follows gold more or less. Quite low. It depends. When I started Gold Avenue 3 years ago, we had a certain moment silver at $12. As of today, we are more or less around $19-20. So pretty higher compared to 3 years ago. So now as a potential bigger move in the near future, always, but we cannot predict the future. So again, when you are buying precious metal to secure your saving, you don't really care about the short term because you're only securing your saving. But if you want to speculate on the short term on precious metal, you need to be very well informed on all the political situation, economical situation, what is happening with the war, what is happening with the energy, what are the CPI, inflation, and so on. So don't hesitate to subscribe to our newsletter because our team is doing an excellent job, always providing very good content for our user. So with the content, you can anticipate a little bit the the movement, or you can try to anticipate. If you're good enough, you can still make some money with it. Just before I forget, we prepared a small surprise for the one who will stay until the end of the Q&A. So don't hesitate to stay until 6:30, and we will have a small surprise at the end of the Q&A. Paul San Giovanni, hi Alessandro from Tenerife. Ah, beautiful Tenerife, lucky you. What do you think regarding the new monetary system plan by the BRICS group of countries, based again over the gold ratio that it was before with the US dollar? It's a very interesting question. I'm not an expert on the new monetary system that they are investigating on. Maybe it's a good argument to be treated by your content creators, so they can do more research on that. Then again, is the US dollar is not at the best position of the last 10 20 years. So the goal ratio, it's something that worked pretty well in the past, and I think that makes sense to have a central bank connected to the goal to a goal ratio. Then again, it's a very complex argument, and I think that we, or I need to do more research on my end to give a proper opinion. But a very interesting subject. Francesco, good evening. On Gold Avenue, the premium coin smaller than an ounce is expressed per coin and not per ounce. Will it not be easier to compare if all premium are expressed per ounce? So it's a good point. Now, what is very complicated is that if you buy 1 gram of gold, for example, and and you see the premium per ounce on 1 gram of gold, so a product that is less than 1 ounce, it's pretty difficult to understand what is the premium that you are paying for the product. Again, because if you're buying for 1 ounce or more, you're probably doing an investment, so you want to compare the price of 1 ounce and the premium that there is on 1 ounce. Now, when you are buying a coin or a smaller denomination, it's pretty complex to give you a premium per ounce. We can give you the premium per ounce, but it makes no really sense, you see, because again, for example, that on the 1 gram, for example, as of today on Gold Avenue, I think that there is more or less $10 premium from our side. Then there is the production cost, the trading price, and so on. And so only on the 1 gram, there is more or less $20 premium. Now, if you consider a $20 premium uh, for one ounce, you have to multiply for 31. So let's say $600. And so you will see the price of 1 gram, and you will see that there is a premium of $600 at ounce. Okay, so almost 10 times the price of the ingot. So I don't think is the best way to express the pricing or the premium. And we did a survey among our customer, and most of them prefer to see the premium on the specific product when it's less than 1 ounce, and then the premium on the ounce when it's more than 1 ounce. But again, it's difficult to make everyone happy, and as we did right now, it's pretty easy to calculate it. So you can just take the premium and multiply by the weight. Do you have a special sale offer for early adopters that are with you since almost the beginning? So the one that are with us since almost the beginning, they already benefit of the previous offer that we had on the storage. So 10 kilo for free. So this is pretty wild and crazy, because if you imagine, there is no one worldwide offering not even 1 kilo for free, and the early adopter can store with Goldavenue up to 10 kilos of gold and any other material for free. So crazy. And the new user have now up to $10,000 for free. So, and 10 kilo of gold is almost half a million. So I think that it's a very special offer, a very good advantage that the early adopter have on Goldavenue, and this is to thanks all the early adopter that used Goldavenue even before we were the company that we are. So again, something very interesting. But who knows, in the future we have some special project, we have in mind a loyalty program, and the early adopters and even the user they're using Goldavenue right now will have more advantage from the one that will come in the future. So the more you use Goldavenue, the more advantage that you will have. So what is the future for silver? Where price will go? Facey Mac. If I had the answer, I will not be here answering to all your questions. I will be in a beach drinking my caipirinha. It's it's very complicated to predict the price of precious metal. We can, you know, try to anticipate and speculate a little bit. We can, take all the content. For example, again, our team produce a lot of very good content that try to give you the input and what you have to take to anticipate where the price of the precious metal will go. But we have no idea. We have no idea at the end. So we can do some probability, and then always use or invest your money or secure your savings depending the confidence that you have on the direction of the price of silver. And again, silver is more or less 10% of the demand of our customer. More or less 90% of our customer buy gold that is more or less volatile, so the price don't fluctuate too much, but it allows you to again secure part of your saving, and with the rest of your money you can go speculate with a more aggressive approach on the market with the stock, real estate, crypto, and everything else. And speaking about crypto, the question of Steve: do you accept crypto payments? I believe it is in the future already better to use the old-fashioned banking system, at least in the term of payment. So we just sent an email last week or 2 weeks ago. So we integrated a crypto payment system, is already on a beta version. So you have to contact the customer service to use the or to pay with crypto, because it's not, you know, as of today, is not the easiest ways to proceed. Also, because what happens on Goldavenue, we don't own the ingot that we are selling to you. So we have the physical product, but we edge the metal on the market. Once you buy on Goldavenue, we buy back from the market the risk or the paper gold, and then we attribute to the final customer the physical ingot with all the right. Okay, so we sold the right on the market and we buy back the right. If you want to pay on crypto or with crypto, we should block the price. Okay, so for the moment, if you want to pay with crypto, we cannot say you the final price without having to fix the transaction on the market. So it's pretty complicated for the moment, and again, we are working on that to facilitate the crypto payment. But if you contact the customer service, they will explain you the process, and they will be happy to let you pay in whatever crypto you want to pay, whatever, almost the most reputed crypto. And as you can see, my colleagues they are writing some answer to your questions too. So Kane, wow, wish I would have learned about investing sooner. Yes, early adopter are always reward. But again, don't worry. If you're using Goldavenue right now, we have some plan for the near future with a loyalty program, and you will have a good opportunity to to. I cannot say more. Abraham, should I pay the VAT if I want to take home the gold? So depending where you are in the world, gold is not subjected to VAT. For example, in Switzerland, is not subject to VAT, neither in France, neither in UK, Germany. So most of the time, you will never pay the VAT on gold. So you can buy the gold, keep it in Switzerland, or ask the delivery right away, or store in Switzerland for, I don't know, 1 year and collect a small portfolio of precious metal, then ask for the delivery. So you have no problem regarding the VAT. It's different if you're now buying silver, platinum, palladium, because there is the VAT. So we offer a free VAT solution because we store part of our silver, platinum, palladium in a bounded warehouse. It's a transit zone where the products, when arrive, is not the final destination. It's like in the airport, so the duty free. So you have to declare the products when you get out of the duty free. So until the products stay in the duty free, you don't have to pay the VAT. So you can buy on Goldavenue, keep it there for 2, 3, 5 years, then sell back to Goldavenue, and you will never have to pay the VAT. Now, if you want to redeem the product, you buy a product. For example, you're in Germany, you pay the German VAT, and if you buy and store the product in Switzerland, you pay the Swiss VAT. Or the Swiss VAT is 7.7%, so it's pretty low compared to all the other European VAT. Now, if you store the product in Switzerland and you pay the 7.7 VAT, and after 2 years you want to redeem your product in Germany, for example, you will have to import the product in Germany, and so you will have to repay the VAT again. So you paid 7.7, and after 2 years you pay 20% on the German VAT. So you must be very careful when you're buying silver, platinum, palladium, because the VAT can have a pretty high impact on your saving or on your investment. I understand that the goal is VAT free only if you store. No, so the goal, even if you ask the delivery of your gold, depending the country where you are, but more or less all the European countries there is no VAT on gold. Maybe in Portugal, for example, they have the VAT on the 1 gram ingot, but I'm not even sure. But you can call the customer service and ask for more details. But again, what we suggest is always to keep your gold in a secure location in Switzerland, is insured, you have a free store up to 10,000 Swiss francs, so pretty good solution. You have no risk of transit because as soon as you ask for the delivery, you can have problems. And again, we insure all the shipment, but it can take time depending the situation. And you saw with the COVID and all the rest, it was pretty complicated. Uh, how do you make sure all the gold you sell is responsibly sourced? So we are part of the MK Spam group. That is a family group. So the group is owned by two persons, Marwan and Karma, that I personally know because they are working in the same building that we are here in Geneva. And when they build up the company, was very important for them. The company is related to their name, so the family name. So they are the most reputable company worldwide for the sourcing of precious metal. We work with industrial mining. It means that when the mine the gold, they are not working with person or human sourcing the product, but with uh, machine. So, and we are, regulated. There is very rigid laws and rules to buy refined gold and so on. And again, it's very important that when you are buying gold, you look that you're buying LBMA gold. Okay, so all the products that we produce are LBMA certificate. uh, but it's very important because every 2 day we have someone from Africa, Dubai, or somewhere else, that they call us back because they want to sell us gold. We don't buy back gold, but they ask us to buy gold. They have, I don't know how many kilos, but it's not LBMA certificate. And if it's not LBMA certificate, you have no guarantee on the sourcing of the gold, and it's like buying a secondary type of gold. So it's very important that you always check the source and you always buy from a trusted reseller, and that is selling you only LBMA ingot and Casper. Steve, cool. Thanks for that. It's good that you integrate some sort of crypto payments with pleasure. So once you're making some money with crypto, don't hesitate to secure part of your profit with gold. It's pretty easy. You need to know how much you want in crypto, how much you want to secure, and so the next time there will be a bull run, as we call it in the crypto space, you can secure part of your saving. It is very important to have an exit strategy and secure part of the saving that of the profit that you're doing. Hello, Alessandro from Cyprus. Hello from Geneva. I think that you are in a better place than me. As a relatively new to the precious metal market, I found very important your new educational section on the website. Can recommend us other source, book, articles, and so on. Thank you very much. I think my colleagues that are here working on the content will be very pleased by your comment. They work very hard to put more and more informative content. We are working on an education center where we will produce even more educative content. We are looking to work with some expert in the industry. We already work with the expert in the industry because we are part of the MK Spam group, so we can work directly with the expert here at the office or among one of the 15 offices that we have worldwide. But I can I can ask my colleagues some books, some articles that they can provide in the next, I don't know, spotlight, newsletter, something like that. So to give even more content, and we are also working on a webinar. The webinar that we will do will be probably 45 1 hour webinar where we will explain all the basic step for enter the precious metal market. So like which product you have to buy, what you have to be careful, like for example, what I said before for the LBMA, what are the different, details when you're buying gold, when you're storing gold, when you want to sell back, if you are storing that with someone, when you are redeeming products out of the balance sheet, out of the bank system, all these small details that is not hard to understand, but it's very important to to study when you start your precious metal journey. So we are working on that, and don't hesitate to again be subscribed to to this channel, but also to the newsletter on the Goldavenue website, because you will receive very helpful and high level quality content. So we still have 1 minute, but I don't see any more question. So I will say like that. We will give you the small surprise that we planned, as we did in the last two Q&A in Italian. We prepare for you a small discount that you can use in the next 24 hours on Gold Avenue. The code is summer22. We have 20 codes of 20 euro. So you can use the code for whatever you want. You can buy one ounce of silver, 1 gram of gold. You can offer yourself, or I can offer yourself a legal tender of silver. So you have 20 euro that you can use on whatever product you want with any amount. So you can spend 20 euro and use 20 euros. So really is a free coin for you. So don't hesitate to be pretty fast because we only have 20 of them. But again, we are 15% yet on the call, so it will allow more or less all the person watching this Q&A to have this to use this gift, and I will say let's see each other in 3 weeks again with the English Q&A. Thank you to spend these 30 minutes from your time from Tenerife, from Cyprus, from everywhere in Europe to ask you a question. And have an excellent evening. Bye, everyone. Bye bye.